Hello, beautiful, amazing Taurus. Welcome back to my channel, The Divine Torch Tarot. Today I'm going to offer you a 2022 predictions reading. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. It really helps me out, and I appreciate you for doing that. Taurus, what I've done is I've taken some time to meditate on your sign, and I've done a pre-shuffle of cards for you. So let's go ahead and get started. Taurus, what came out for you is, it says, busy, busy bee building a new life. It says, hard work over the past cycle, which was 5 to 7 years, is now finished. Is now paying off. And then it says, entering a new, more peaceful cycle. So, yeah, I remember, Taurus, when I was meditating, it's like, you know how when you run a marathon or if you run a race or anything like that, the last, it's like that last stretch is really, really tough. As soon as you cross that finish line, it's like that, all of that is just gone. The work, the stress, the effort, the pain, all the time that you've put into the past 5 to 7 year cycle has come to an end, Taurus, and 2022 is a time for you to step into a more peaceful, more fulfilling time. And what I'm hearing, but what came out is healing. So probably, yeah, a lot of healing, a lot of rest and recovery, and kind of just rejuvenating this nourishing spirit within yourself, which, Taurus, I'm sensing feels very new to you, is going to take some time to adjust. I do feel like in the past 5 to 7 years, you have been putting forth so much strenuous effort. Could have been for work, could have been for a relationship, could have been for, a house is coming through really strong. So anyway, so that's a done deal. And whatever karma or lessons or wisdom that you have learned in that time period is actually going to carry you forward in 2022, Taurus, as kind of like this foundation of life experience. You may be also able to help someone else who has gone through a really tough period or cycle in their life. It's kind of like you're going to be this beacon of light that can say, it does get better. Yes, you're in a tough place right now, but it will get better. Nothing terrible lasts forever. And I feel like in 2022, you're really going to stew in that feeling of, that saying, this too shall pass. It's kind of like after that, the storm has passed, and now the birds are starting to sing again, and the flowers are starting to bloom, and the sun is shining. There aren't any clouds covering the sun. It's like just this really joyful period, this busy, joyful period. And the word bee, busy, busy bee was really significant when I wrote it. And now that I'm talking, it's kind of like, when springtime arrives, or after the storm, when nature is about and pollinating and creating new life, and the butterfly cocoons, the butterflies are coming out of the cocoons, the baby birds are being fed in their nests. It's kind of like all this new, fresh beginning. It's kind of like, oh my God, I made it through the storm. Now it's time to rebuild, restart in a more peaceful and joyful way. So that was a very long way of saying that, Taurus, 2022 is the beginning of a very kind of the opposite of what you've gone through for the past 5 to 7 years, which I'm picking up has been very difficult, very challenging, very burdened. And, the universe fundamentally it's homeostasis, I guess you could say. Not homeo because it's not human, but anyways, it's homeostasis is balance and peace. and that's the space, the energy that you're entering into, Taurus. So let's see what the cards have to say for you for 2022. Focus. Beauty. Aww. Blessings. Ain't that the truth? It's like a springtime bird. So I really feel like in the springtime is going to be really, really significant for you, Taurus. Yeah, birthing is coming up. So I don't know, you may be having a baby, thinking about having a baby. But springtime, just this energy of like newness, new beginnings, new cycles. Okay, something's coming in. They're saying, like, you know, when you're in school and you take a class and you finish the exam and the class is over, it's like all that studying, all that effort, all that learning that you did is like, you can release the stress of it. And in the next semester or the next quarter, you start a new class. It's kind of like that, you know, but your life overall. Healing the earth. So Taurus, you are the significant earth energy of the chart. And so I really do feel like, oh, my throat is closing. Taurus, you may need to talk with someone about healing, your healing process. So my throat is closing up. Hold on one second. Yeah, you may have a lot of grief and unresolved anger about your past. Could be from childhood, could be from this past cycle, I'm not sure. But yeah, you may need to talk about that because just my throat is really closing, like really strong. So you may, sorry, one second, I have to pause. Hold on. Okay, Taurus, so you may be, I don't know, there's worry about something of the past here. There's worry and concern about something of the past that you need to talk about with someone. Every time I say that, my throat closes. So I'm moving on to a different card. Take that as it resonates. Wow. Okay, this card says, get to know each other. So you might be in a new love relationship, whatever this newness is. This also could be you getting to know you in this new energy. Okay, so if you're not in a relationship, it's about you getting to know yourself in this new energy. Our environment impacts our experience, our quality of life so much more than you could ever realize, Taurus. And so I feel like you are in a new environment, you're in a new space, you may be in a new relationship, and 2022, oh my God, what is this thing about my throat that's happening, Taurus? So you have 44 here. This might be a twin flame. This might be someone who you're going to build a solid foundation with, but definitely about roots, home, newness, and relationship. The garden and the gate. So here we are again. And you know, your cards keep repeating the same thing, Taurus. You're entering into a new time, a new period, maybe even a new home, a new city, where you're kind of like, if you think about it, a very vulnerable, childlike wonder, almost. Kind of, you know, if you remember back to when your first day of school, it's kind of like you're in that energy of like not knowing what's next, but knowing that it's going to be good. This birdhouse, and I think there's a bird flying here. Oh, it's a butterfly. I was talking about butterflies. Anyways, there's 2 butterflies here and a birdhouse. So that might be significant for you, but that's really standing out for me. And specifically, this butterfly going towards this birdhouse. All right, we have intuition. Trust your intuition. I do feel like, Taurus, you know that you're entering a new time period. You know, your soul, whether you're connected to your intuition right now or not, at some point you will be developing that relationship with yourself and trusting it more. Make an altar. So this is really similar, kind of like to a vision board, but it's something, it could even be some, you know, some flowers or a candle of someone, you know, the Dia de los Muertos, that's coming up for me. So that might be a significant holiday for you. But this picture here of Lakshmi, actually, for some reason, this is coming up as someone you lost. Could be a grandmother, grandfather, or a loved one. Could be even a pet, an animal that you lost. But just having their picture in a home, in your home, in a place that feels like you can be quiet, you can reflect, you can honor your memories with that person. Oh my God, Taurus, your throat, my throat. What? Hold, I'm gonna get some water. Okay, that's really weird. Taurus, whatever it is you're not saying, at least write it down. At least write it down so that you can get it out of yourself. Okay. King of Wands. So you may have a masculine energy that's coming towards you or is in your life that has a lot of passion. Someone who's very clear and determined about their love for you. You have the World in reverse. This is something that you never would have expected. What's coming through is that you were so delved deeply into this past cycle that you were in that it is going to take you some time to come out of it, to be really free, complete, and clear of that energy. You know, even though we leave some experiences and energies, sometimes it's our mind that holds an attachment to them. So I feel like, Taurus, there's some kind of denial. You're in some kind of denial about something. You're not wanting to talk about it, but you need to. You have the Three of Pentacles. So this is about strong work and career foundations, but also building a strong foundation with someone who you can see a happy future with. The Magician. So whether you know it or not, Taurus, all of this is a part of your soul contract. All of this was meant to happen. All of this is a part of your journey. And so whatever part of it that you're not acknowledging or expressing, your spirit guides and your team is really giving you permission to free yourself of holding that burden. Whatever the burden is, I don't know, take it as it resonates, but there's a heavy burden that you're carrying within yourself that you are refusing to let yourself talk about, and it's quite painful. Knight of Swords. Whoever this King of Wands is, they really want to help you. They want to help you find your ultimate happiness. They want to be your hero. They want to help you see how amazing and incredible you are. I feel like that's what you really love about this person. But it's almost like you don't want to talk to this person. There's a masculine energy. You don't want to talk to them. You don't want to tell them something. I don't know what you don't want to tell them. could be a father wound also, or it could be something happening with the father, but just definitely a masculine, something that you are hiding from your masculine. It could be your own internal masculine. Like maybe there's something that you're doing that you know is not good for you, that you know is not in your best interest. Something like that. It's just a very strong message to express. And Eight of Wands here. This is all about, communication. Taking the risk to communicate about I think this is about your past. I think this is about your past. Because look, you have all of these arrows here that are in the ground. They're actually like twigs. But it's like they're almost dying. Like this was holding in the pain of the past. You're not wanting to express that. I don't know why. There's like guilt attached to it, or this feeling, fear of rejection, fear of abandonment if you do that. But what your guidance, what's coming through really strong, Taurus, is to allow yourself to be vulnerable. Allow your inner child to be vulnerable. And I feel like you're going to do that. At some point, you're going to develop enough trust, enough confidence to be able to freely express what's happening for you. I think that what you'll find, Taurus, is that this person is really genuine. This energy here, even if it's within yourself, this internalized masculine, this internalized father, this internalized whatever, is really working in your best interest, wants what's best for you. So whatever it is that you're fearing around expressing, it's okay to let that go. Because in the end, the people around you want what's best for you. Even if that means hearing something that's difficult to hear, or I don't know, there's just something around you thinking the other person can't handle it, which actually is not true. So Taurus, I think I'm going to stop there. I feel like your readings, I tend to go longer. But anyways, thank you so much for spending this time with me. I'm wishing you a lot of success and happiness and joy in 2022. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. It really helps me out. Like this video and check out the description box below if you're needing assistance or emotional support, because I list resources there. So again, thank you, Taurus, and I will see you next time. Bye.